pezzo.
Yoga.
And we are live. We made it for another one. So glad to have you all here. Let me get all my stuff together. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Checking in the back. Yeah, we got one in the back. Nice already. Let me do this. Melissa Jane just posting a few things. In fact, you know what? Let me just go down the let me go down the chat. It's always good. You see me smiling from ear to ear. It's always good to have you all join us for, in order to witness this thing come to life. Before I talk about it, let me acknowledge the chat a little bit. Tanya Kilpatrick with that fresh TK logo. With the fresh TK logo. Tanya Kilpatrick, greetings. Thank you for coming in. Let's see, we have She Stole My Thunder. Hello, everyone. Glad to have you here. the great Von Bryant. I call him the great because his brother is a talented singer, and he also brought some talent to the auditions. He was one of our early auditions, and I gotta say, this brother did really well. He really did well. We got some talent out here, and that was his first time acting. And in this environment where we're live and we have people watching, that's always an accomplishment to come out and just put it out there. I believe we have this brother in the back. Um, I think he typed in here, yeah, Archie. And you're gonna have to let me know how you want me to pronounce your handle here. I think is that Ciao 1944. You're gonna have to hook me up with that when I bring you up. Let's see here. Tamika Griswold, Miss G CMO. You need to let us know what all those letters mean too. And then Melissa Jane. Hey, Melissa also gave, I'm going to start calling Melissa the power performer because she delivered. Another first timer at that. She auditioned. She's also a fellow YouTuber. And she gave this power audition where she went deep. As everybody knows, you've seen some of my other videos. I'm looking for auditions where you connect emotionally, and we need to be able to hear it, and different kinds of auditions, work. But, with this is going to be more melodramatic. So we want to see if you can connect them. And Melissa, first timer, came in and dropped some power on us. K-Love. Hey, everybody. Greetings. Glad you're here. Tiffany Daly, glad you're here. We have a few people here who are, here and will be auditioning. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me bring up. So yes, this is officially day 4 for auditions. For those of you who are kind of new, maybe this is your first time kind of hearing about it. Life or Death is what I'm calling a live graphic novel experience, where what we have is a story that was written for the screen that I wrote quite some time ago. And it was almost made into a feature several times. Each time at the financing stage, the funding fell through. And those of you in the industry, in the independent film industry, kind of know that can and will happen sometimes. So then when you're a writer and you're writing, like spending a lot of time on something, one of the best things is when you can see what you've written, and you spend a long amount of time working on it. In this case with Life or Death, I think I spent maybe 9 months on it, constant writing and rewriting, which everybody knows good writing is. It's all about rewriting. And so when you get to the point where it's about to be made, you're just itching to see the words fly off the page. And, for Life or Death, this happened several times where it was almost about to get made. So I got frustrated. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do something with this. So I turned it into a graphic novel, 5-part series. And then I sat on it. And now here we are, 2021, after COVID, YouTube blowing up, and this idea just drops on me to convert it, make it into a live performance, and let's do the whole thing in front of everybody, so that we all can see a little bit of what goes into creating something that has a standard of excellence, what actually goes into creating that. And then it's something brand new. You guys tell me if you've ever seen anybody do what we're about to do. And it's not new that you have a live performance of graphic novels or illustrations. That's not new. But what we're about to do with having every aspect of the production be performed live, from auditions to rehearsals to the actual performances. I'm sorry, auditions to the callbacks to rehearsals and then the performances. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's see here. So that's what Life or Death is all about. When you watch some of the earlier videos, please check those out. They're on the Life or Death page. I go deep into it, so I don't necessarily want to belabor our time because our people are waiting. They're ready to jump in here and get these auditions in. I do want to comment that it's a beautiful thing to see the talent. I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida, and we have talent auditioning from all over the country. And it's a beautiful thing to see the talent that's coming through and just putting it out here. You never know. We could be discovering, a lot of the talent that we're seeing is first time brand new talent. We could be discovering, one of the next greats, through something as non-traditional as this. So before we get started, I want to remind everybody, please hit this thumbs up button really, really quick. Also, please subscribe to the channel here. Like I have here in the ticker, everything will happen on this YouTube channel, everything. So make sure you subscribe to it so that you can get the notifications. So you'll have to hit the notification bell. And then whenever we are taking our next steps, you'll be notified and you can watch live and spread the word. Right now, auditions are what they are, as you all know. Those of you who are experienced, you come in, you audition, and that period lasts a little while, but then we get the callbacks. Those are exciting, and then of course we cast and dive into it. Let me go ahead and share. I don't know if I necessarily put that out there in some of the advertisements, but I will share that. You see here, we've got 20. This says 26, but I think it's actually 25 roles that we're casting for. So that's part of why I have decided to go with just a standard audition where you come in with a monologue, because I can, all I need to do is to see how you connect with your material, and then when we get to callbacks is when I'll start calling you back for specific characters that I think you match with, depending on what you do. So this is exciting. We're going step by step with it. We got Matt Ricks popping in here. What's going on? Glad to have you here. And I'm not going to belabor it much more now because we have people waiting in the back. I see you all. I have 3 in the back. I told Archie that he would be first. So, Brother Archie, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you doing?
Doing really well. Doing really well. How'd you hear about the audition and this whole thing?
A friend of mine, Mandy, uh, uh, Amanda Air Savone, she called me and told me, she sent me a text and said, you're having an audition. So here I am.
She told you, she
Yeah.
informed you that you were having an audition.
You have an audition. I said, yes, I like that. Work. I look it.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, and I'm liking it too. Like I said, it's always a pleasure to meet new people and see the talent that people bring, the different flavors. So I'm assuming that you are ready with the monologue, right?
Yeah. But I can't see you anymore. So
let's wait a minute because I'm here.
I can hear you. Mm-hmm. I hear you. Mm-hmm. But I went ahead and signed up, and it says email sent, and then it says digit code, 6-digit code. So I try to type something in, and it won't take it.
Okay, so how are you watching? How are you seeing me right now? Or how?
I'm not. I'm hearing you.
Mm-hmm. Are you on a computer? Or are you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm on a computer.
Okay, and let's see here. Now the interesting thing. Now, if you want, if you can pop off and kind of reconnect again using the link that I shared. You want to try that, or you want to just kind of want me to give you a second to see if you can work through it?
Well, I'll just can you do it like this, or do I need to do that?
We can do it like this. I prefer, because this is a voice audition, I prefer to have it where we only hear you.
Okay.
Much like remember, the show The Voice, we like to just hear. We want to hear what you're bringing. So I prefer it that way, but we can.
Well, no, we can do it. This is fine. I'm okay with this. I'm
cool with it.
You're all right with this? I'm fine.
Okay, nice. Okay, then. So this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I will say, for the audience, this is a supportive environment, for the chat. We definitely want your feedback, but we always want it to be supportive. And if there's any criticism at all, then make it constructive. Because this is something that is, of course, as we know, tough to do. Get out here and you put everything out. We don't want any, just any unnecessarily
ugly.
Say that again, Archie.
Yeah, the second handle it.
I feel you. Well, this is for everybody. I want everybody to really feel comfortable.
No, right. You're that way. You should do it the way you're, constructive.
Archie, I don't want to put you in a bad position. I'm now you're in and out.
Oh God. Let's see if I can sign in. Let me try to sign in again.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, because I'll just give you the heads up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you back in the back. I suggest you kind of redo everything and then jump back in and see if you have a stable connection. Sometimes that fixes any issues.
Alrighty.
Okay. And as soon as you come back, I'll probably, depending on how long it takes you, I'll probably move on to the next one. But then as soon as we're ready, then I'll just pop you back in if that's cool.
Copy that. I got you.
All right. Thank you, sir. We'll see you in just a minute or two. All right. So what we'll do is do that. I'm going to have Archie kind of reset everything, and then he's going to click back in. So in the meantime, the next person that was here is... go ahead and let me know how to pronounce your name. I brought you Griswold in.
I'm Tamika Griswold.
Tamika, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. How'd you hear about this?
I saw you in a filmmakers group on Facebook, and your post just stood out to me, and I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah, thank you. What I love about this is simply how you can just be home.
Yes.
You don't have to go anywhere. You just be at home. You show me what you got, and then we cooking from there.
That's right. We cooking.
Okay. All right.
Sure,
all right. So go ahead.
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I'm currently located.
Wait. So what I'm gonna do is one more thing to the just to let the chat know. So we have our people come through when they audition. As I was mentioning before, we want a supportive environment, and with the auditions, just as a disclaimer, everyone is picking their own monologues. I don't expect anybody to come with anything raunchy or over the top explicit, but there might be from time to time a monologue where you hear some profanity. Please excuse that. People are picking things that, of course, they can connect with. So you may hear that from time to time, those of you who, have any concerns about, explicit language. All right. So what I like to do, Tamika, is I'm going to go ahead and cut my cam, and then I'm going to give you your space and time to settle in. I like what you were about to do. Just introduce yourself and let us know where you are auditioning from. And then you can take a minute, settle into your character, and you can dive right in.
All right. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I'm currently located in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm ready to do this.
Okay, take your time, and the floor is yours.
Right. That's all you want, isn't it? That's what you do. It's why you always create drama in this family, for the attention of it all. You're just never happy, are you? Unless the world is talking about you. You can't live without creating some kind of drama so everyone can be thinking about you, and that makes you happy. And I'm getting sick of this because you're doing a number on us all. I don't know what you're going through, but it's got to come to an end. Why are you so sick in the head? Why can't you just be normal and not be so crazy? There are better things you could do for people to think of you. Do some good stuff once in a while. And I bet you'll not only get everyone thinking about you in a positive way, but you also feel good about yourself. Don't you want that? Don't you want to feel good about yourself? That was a monologue from...
That's your scene? Go ahead.
Yes, scene.
All right. All right. Thank you. Good job. Thank you for calling in and throwing that up there for us. Um, you know what? Because we don't have a whole lot of people, I'm gonna actually give you just a couple notes and then invite you if you want to come back.
Okay.
Okay, so just one note. With this one, um, I feel like so remember I talked about how I'm edging towards melodrama. So that's really like over the top performance is what I'm going to be looking for. And I
Okay.
can totally hear that you can go there. You just didn't for with this first read. So number one is I want you to keep that in mind that whatever point of view that you have right now, and I think I could identify it, but I won't go into it. Whatever the point of view that you bring in, turn
Okay.
that up to like a 9 or a 10, because I hear the point of view, but right now it's like if I had to, it's like at a 5 or 6 or so. So that's number
Okay.
one. But then number two is I want you to bring your pace down too. Right now that was I want you to just maybe slow it down to halfway
Okay.
and what I want to do is give you just a little bit of time to think on that. And if you want to, I would like to invite you back to do it a second time.
For sure.
If
That was actually my first audition ever.
Oh, was it?
Mhm.
Oh, thanks for letting us know. See, this is what's going on. You have, let me just tell you, Tamika, you have the talent and I hear it. It's just a matter and when this is your first time ever, a lot of times that's exactly what happens. You kind of speed through it. And so there are a
Yeah.
number of things. So just those two notes are what I want you to think about. But I don't want you to jump right in right now. I want to drop you back to the back and I'll let you stay back there and you can type in the private when you want to run through that a couple times and then just let me
Okay.
know when you're ready to come back in. Yeah, Melissa is seeing the same thing that I am seeing. You have it in you. It's just that this is your first time. So, that
Thank
was
you.
about at a 5 or 6.
Thank
No, I'm
you.
gonna let you now. You need to be somewhere, where you can turn it up because I want to see you turn it up.
Oh yeah, I'm a rapper. I could turn it up.
Okay, okay, nice, and that's good to hear too. And that's interesting. All right, so this is what I want to do. Any questions before I put you back in the back room?
No, I thank you for the opportunity,
Mhm.
and I'll be hanging backstage till it's my turn again. I'll be practicing
Okay.
and listening.
Um, yeah, yeah. And so yeah, just you'll see you're in the private chat. So, you just give me that signal when you feel like you're ready to jump back up.
Okay.
All right. All right. We'll see you in a bit.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. So while Tamika is kind of working on her second time, just props to Tamika and really for everybody who, are coming out here and first time ever just saying, you know what, I'm gonna see where my, I just want to see what this is like and let's just see where it lands. Props to that. Props, props, props. All right. So next we have Tiffany Daly. And then I see a nickname here. I'm gonna let you let us know. Uh-oh, Tiffany just popped out. Hopefully you didn't get too shy there when I pulled you up, Tiffany. Hopefully you'll call right back in. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to I'm gonna pull up K Love. K Love, you there?
Yes.
Nice. How you doing, bro?
All right, and it's Q Love, by the way.
Thank you. Q Love. I saw K and thinking I'm reading Spanish here.
It's all right.
Okay. And I see Tiffany made it back, so I'll come back to you right after we do Q. Tiffany. So how'd you hear about it?
You're actually messaged me on Facebook. My name is Quandarian Yarbrough.
Yes. Yes. I was in an acting group and I was being very specific with this particular round where I want to get some of the fellas to come in and read for some parts because I have a lot of male roles as well. So I saw
Yeah.
you. I saw your profile and I saw you had just recently joined. So I said, let me reach out to this brother and see if he wants to audition.
Oh yes, and you actually called me at a great time.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So what I want to do is sure you've probably been listening backstage. I'm going to just have you reintroduce yourself, where you're auditioning from, and then take your time, and then you can go when you're ready.
Hey everybody, my name is Quindarian Yarbrough, also known as Q Love. I live in Enterprise, Alabama, but I'm from Greenville, Mississippi. Um, and I am doing the monologue String of False Starts. You're changing your mind again, huh, Harry? You don't got no focus. One week you all hot and excited about an idea and you run with it for like a week, maybe a month before it starts to fizzle out because you realize you got to do the work. The real work that the real work that it takes to make the idea come to life. And as soon as it gets hard, you magically come up with a new idea. You get all excited about it because it's the hottest idea you ever had. Then you sell it like your life depends on it, right? You can't be wrong, right? And then the cycle just goes on and on and on. And then a year goes by, maybe 5, maybe 10. And it's like nothing but a long string of false starts. You know what? It's like a giant circle of genius concepts that never see the daily light. If only this, if only that. But if I had this, but if I had that. Nothing but excuses. Sometimes you even go back on the idea, you only revisit it to start the whole goddamn process all over again. Just wasting nothing but time. Your time and mine. But look at yourself. Look where you at now. You happy? You living at home with your mom. You ain't got no direction with your own life. You ain't got no girl. And you ain't got no friends. And now you just quit the first damn job you ever had. You should kick your own self in your own ass, bro. I mean, literally. Take a step back and punch yourself in your face. Because I don't want to hear nothing else from you but the truth. To all your tricks, your lies, and your bullshit stories. It's a dub, bro. Ain't you tired of being stupid? Stop being a stupid ass bitch and get your shit straight.
Is that scene?
Yes.
You got me cracking up over here. I just wanted to cam up so you can see. You got me over here cracking up. Did you write that, or where's that from, man?
That was actually a monologue from the link you gave for the 10 best monologues.
That's one of the ones from the list I sent.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do some ad-libbing, or did it like that? Okay, nice. You made it. Okay, good stuff, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I was liking it. You definitely went in. Just good job. You gave me what I'm looking for.
Thank you.
All right, good stuff. So what I'm gonna do now, because we got a line, so I'm gonna start going through. I will let you know, callbacks will be in early November. I've already decided I'll start callbacks.
Okay.
So hopefully we keep the good timing going, so that if we go through and I have a part that I match you with, then I can give a call back and we can run with lines directly from the screenplay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for the props.
Yeah, definitely. Check through the chat. You're getting some love in the chat. All right, Q. All right, good stuff. All right, so in the chat now, well, in the bag, we had a couple people who, like, someone jumped in. Let me double check real quick. I'm making sure. Okay, so I had Tiffany, and I brought you up and we dropped. So I didn't know if you got stage fright, Tiffany, or what.
No, actually, I accidentally clicked out.
Gotcha. Now I was just messing with you.
Well, hello. Thank you.
Welcome. So glad you decided to go ahead and participate and audition. How did you hear about it?
The Facebook group. I actually had a conversation with you the other day in the group on your post.
Nice. Okay, well, I think you're seeing how we're going here. I just give you the floor. I'm going to let you reintroduce yourself and where you are auditioning from, and then give you a little bit of space. Take as much time as you need to settle into your character, and the floor is yours. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Tiffany, but I actually go by Ani Day. That's my performance name. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I'll be reading from the monologue, one of them that you posted in the group. It's called How Was Your Day, Darling Face? All right. And sing. How was my day? Well, the nearest town where there's any sort of human life is approximately 45 minutes from here. When I got into your old ass, run down rat hole of a truck, I turned on the ignition and noticed a little red gas light that caught my attention. In fact, there was also a yellow light that looked like a French. And an orange light that looked like a oil can. But I said to myself, screw it. I'm sure my man maintains his ride. Besides, I needed to get the hell out of that claustrophobic air I'd been breathing anyway. So I drove down the driveway, drove on up the top of the hill, when suddenly there was a kick, a jump, and a cough, which turned your truck completely off and turned me right back down the hill in reverse. Mind you, after a panic, sweat, and screams, I magically parked your shitty-ass ride back into its original place, parked backwards. Right back where I started, you say? Yeah. To think I actually thought I could figure out how to start your truck again, I opened up the hood and peered all the way down, but guess what happened next? Want to guess? No guess. Go ahead. A bear. A bear decided to greet me with its presence. Yep. A bear. I'm not talking about some cute little fuzzy wuzzy, come pet me bear. I'm talking about a 10-foot pantsing, I'm going to bite your head off bear. Yeah, I ran like a mofo to get my ass back in the house, screaming to the top of my lungs and yet again crying for dear life. But no worries, I'm here. And I survived. So no, I didn't get far. I stayed home all day listening to absolutely nothing but crawling bugs and mating and talking to observing human-eating bears outside. Wonderful flickering lights we have in our kitchen. You know, we have no bulbs. We're freaking out of bulbs. You know, cooking dinner for you made me feel like I was under some sort of interrogation. Flicker, 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 flicker. But I'm a trooper and you're home. And there's your din-din. So how was your face, darling? I'm sorry. How was your day, darling? See.
Good job, Tiffany.
I want to do that over.
No, good stuff. You gave me what I was looking for, Tiffany. Good stuff. I like that. I think that's the first time someone chose that one too.
I could do it better. I could do it better.
I know. I know. I know. Now I can tell. So how long you definitely have experience, real quick. How long have you been acting?
I've been doing theater since I was young, probably like 12. Mm-hmm. But I just got into on-screen acting probably like a year or so ago. Mm-hmm. And started an independent film last year in the pandemic.
Nice, beautiful. You know, I like the theater background, and the reason for that, and this is an opportunity to just talk a little bit about it. You've probably seen a little bit about it. Whenever you're acting for the stage, the name of the game is projecting, as you know. Mm-hmm. You got to reach that back row. Mm-hmm. And so, with so many years experience from theater, you sort of are already naturally predisposed to take it over the top, and I don't want to live over the top with this, but I definitely am heading in that direction. Yeah. And so what I'm sure you're finding is, if you've been working with people who pointed it out, is that when you're working for the camera, it's the other way.
Yeah, dial it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's all about
dialing it down.
Okay, there you go. So, now, so that would be something that you just work with the camera. But fortunately for a project like this, yeah, I'm gonna want you turned all the way up, and I can tell you were doing a number of things, kind of that came across as very natural with this piece. That kind of showed that you got a little skills. You're working with some skills over there, Tiffany.
Oh, thank you. I'm a little bit nervous and embarrassed because I was reading,
Yeah,
one,
right. Mm-hmm.
and two, I was like having a little bit of trouble finding my beat and forgetting some lines while I was reading. But I feel like I had fun with it as best I could.
I can completely tell. So don't sweat that at all. I'm looking forward to the callback portion when we can give you a little bit more time to work with some stuff.
Yay! Thank you. I'm gonna stick around and watch.
Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. I'll just go ahead and I'll probably end up pulling you from the back just to make space for people. But yeah, please hang out and participate in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
And this is something too for everybody. Please make sure that in the chat that you put your name and your email contact there. And then at the end, when we're done, throw it in the comments. That way it makes it really easy for me when I'm going through these to contact you when the time comes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming on through. All right. Okay. Next up, that was a great audition. Yeah, let me throw a little bit of love here. We have wonderful job from Matt Ricks. And this is kind of cool. It's like being the fly on the wall of Hollywood audition. Look, Mom finally made it. Yeah, Matt. And this is just the beginning. This is part of why I am so excited about what we're doing, is because I intend to open everything up. I mentioned in a previous stream that, all of the work, there's a huge amount of work that goes into delivering credible performances. Just from the acting side, not to mention some of the other parts of the process. And we about to let everybody in, and you're gonna see this unfold right in front of you. So please stay with us. I'm excited to see how this grows. Next up, we have Amanda coming through, and I just recently met Amanda at an event.
That's right.
Yeah, just a couple of days ago at the Jacksonville Film Commission. So
Yes.
yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and how we met, and now you're here auditioning.
Yeah, well, one, thank you for having me. It was such a pleasure to meet you the other night, and just as professional, everyone as he is right now, he was so kind and so generous in giving me such a beautiful conversation about what he does and was interested in what I did, and he's a very genuine person. So thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, so glad. And I'm glad that you see the opportunity for synergy here, because there is some. We can maybe talk about that later, but I went ahead and did a little bit of I've checked out your previous work as well. You know what? Just talking about it a little bit. You're up here, might as well. A lot of people are probably going to be seeing this after. Talk a little, if you don't mind, talk about some of the things you've done.
Okay, sure. I also have a background in theater. I went to UCF. I did theater and communications there. I've been acting professionally maybe for about 15 years. I do commercials, film, television. It's been a slower year with COVID and the pandemic and stuff, but I've worked for Hallmark. I did had a role on MacGyver right before COVID hit. So so that's it. Now looking to get more into the voiceover stuff, and just excited to be here.
Yes, and so I'm very glad that you're able. You again saw some opportunity here, because this is I'm not afraid to say, let everybody know this is a smaller project. Whenever you're independent, from this side, it's always an interesting thing. You go in, you spend a lot of time writing, you spend a lot of time developing and putting everything together. And what I like to tell people, and I think one of the things I may have told you, is all you can do is just throw everything you have at it, and do the best that you can across the board, and then let it land how it's gonna land. And so far, that's been some really good results. But you have to really love this process. You can't rush through it. You've got to, you got to understand that you've got to take the time to put your best foot forward. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm glad that you kind of saw an opportunity here with this. So enough about all of this. We're going to get right to, I'm sure you're ready now with the monologue.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll have you kind of reintroduce yourself and where you're auditioning from, and then take your time. You can settle into character, and I'll go ahead and give you the floor.
Okay. Wait, so are you still engaged to be married? Oh my God. This was a very close call. I never really thought I'd say this, literally never. But I think you were absolutely right about us. Very square peg, very round hole. And I'm about 3 years late in telling you this, but nevertheless, I need to say it. Jasper, wait. Jasper, you have never treated me right. Ever. You broke my heart. And you acted like it was my fault, my misunderstanding. And I was too in love with you to ever be mad at you. So I just punished myself. And for years. And now here you are, waltzing in on my lovely Christmas holiday, telling me that you don't want to lose me while you're about to get married? I mean, somehow entitles me to say, it's over. This twisted, toxic thing between us, it's finally finished. I'm miraculously done being in love with you. I've got a life to start living. And you're not going to be in it. Thank you.
Good job, Amanda. Thank you. You're delivering exactly what I'm looking for. You're already getting some early love in the chat.
Oh, thanks.
Vaughn is like, you're really good. We can definitely see the experience and the skills coming through, and even just a touch of the life experience too.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so thank you. You gave me what I wanted. So here, as I've sort of been letting people know, I will keep this audition process going roughly for another week or two. And then after that, I'll begin the callback process.
Perfect.
And
sounds great.
Yeah. So you know how it's a kind of a hurry up and wait thing.
That's it.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, and
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And good luck to everybody. Break a leg.
That's it. Great job, Amanda.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, let me check in the back. I've Tamika's been sitting in the back, kind of practicing things. I'm gonna double check the private chat to see if she's ready, or if you're not ready, let me know, because there's a couple things I can do right now. You're currently the only one in the back. If anybody else is in the chat and you are ready to go, then definitely you can use the link. I think I pinned it to the top of the chat. So if you're ready to go and you haven't called in yet, then by all means, let me know. I want to give Tamika all the time that she wants. In the meantime, I can probably talk a little bit more about the about this thing that happens when you're on this side of it. Like I said, I'm really excited about this side of it, where you get to see the what goes into the soup, or the nuts and bolts as you're building what we're building here. And that process is always one that's it's one where you always, as the creator, you're always, have a little bit of angst about, because you really want to do the best that you can, and it's like, is it good enough? And when you're writing a story, you're focusing on different elements that you need to bring out. Are these good enough? And this part is so exciting when it's the first time that you get a chance to hear what you've only up until now just been writing and envisioning in your mind's eye, and kind of hearing again in your mind's eye. It's the first time that you begin to meet people who bring it to life, and it's a really, really exciting time to begin to look at the possibilities. I'm checking the chat now. All right, looks like Tamika might be ready. Tamika, I'm looking forward to giving you this second opportunity. The first time was your first time ever. Thank you for just being brave and stepping up and saying, hey, let me give this a shot. And then we're going to let you, I gave you a couple notes there, just a couple simple notes. And how you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. I was loving what I was hearing, and it was definitely a teaching moment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Again, just being new to it. That's all it is to it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and stop my cam. I'm gonna mute myself here in a second. Give you the floor. You can reintroduce yourself if you want. Take your time. Remember what I mentioned. Have speed, and then we can take it. And then you can dive in when you're ready.
All right. I'm Tamika Griswold from Kansas City, Missouri, currently located in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is my second time auditioning. And I'm excited. And I observed the notes that I was given. And I'm back. That's all you want, isn't it? That's what you do. It's why you always create drama in this family, for the attention of it all. You're just never happy, are you? Unless the world is talking about you. You can't live without creating some kind of drama so everyone can be thinking about you, and that makes you happy. And I'm getting sick of this because you're doing a number on us all. I don't know what you're going through, but it's got to come to an end. Why are you so sick in the head? Why can't you just be normal and not be so crazy? There are better things you could do for people to think of you. Do some good stuff once in a while. And I bet you will not only get everyone thinking about you in a positive way, but you'll also feel good about yourself. Sis, don't you want that? Don't you want to feel good about yourself? See.
That was, you see what's going on there? That was like such a different performance. That was like night and day. That was like night and day. And again, not that one was necessarily worse than the other, but it was simply you giving yourself the time and space to live in it.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
It felt good. I had butterflies.
Well, you're in a supportive environment.
Yeah.
That's what this whole thing is about. We want to make sure, especially because I anticipate working with a lot of people who haven't actually, going out and acted in films or in projects before. This is a nice little gateway, because hey, still get to be at home and you're still acting, but you don't have to worry about driving anywhere and what you look like on camera and any of that. It's just you get to live in it. You get to live in the character.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
I love it.
Thank you. Well, you did. You gave me something here to listen to this time. So thank you so much. And it's the same thing. Make sure that you leave your contact information in the chat. Basically, just your. You're getting a lot of love here too. Let me put it up here. Bravo, very good job, excellent people.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure you leave your information in the chat and your your email address, and then when this is over, try to come back to it at some point and leave the same thing in the comments.
For sure. Thank you so much. Thank
Check
you.
this out here. Now, I'm not gonna have you do this because this is something maybe a little bit later. But if Melissa Jane want to hear your skills, she want to hear some flow.
Oh, I got you.
Maybe at a different point when we're playing around, maybe during callbacks, we'll let you do a freestyle. Let's see what you're doing there.
I say this is my YouTube channel. You can watch some music videos and hear me. ACMO.
Wait, let's do this. Thanks for mentioning that because I like to do that too as well. So you're in the private chat. If it's possible, can you type your YouTube channel or link it or something, and then I can share it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do that. Yeah, I'll hang tight. I'll wait for you to put that in there, and then I'm gonna link that. So this is for everyone here now. If we want to check out, I forgot your name just that quick. Tamika. Tamika, and do you have a your hip hop name?
Miss G.
Miss G.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we want to see what Miss G got for us. Then check out that. I think you just dropped it in the private.
That's what I'm doing now.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I see that now. Tiffany is asking, are we supposed to put our email address in? Yes, I want you, Tiffany, to just put it in the normal chat, not in the private chat. Just your name and your email address. That way, it just makes it easy for me, Tiffany, to come back later and contact you. All right, you're welcome, Tiffany. All right, so I'm copying yours now in, Miss G. I'm going to put this in the normal comments. Okay, so see if that works. Let me make sure that copied the whole thing. Let me take a quick look. When you guys see it, see if that link works for you. You can go straight there. I'm actually clicking it myself real quick. No, I don't think copied the whole link.
Okay.
Wait. No, I think what you did is cool. Oh no, I don't think it did.
Oh, so I need the full link.
Yeah, I think you need the full link because it only gave me part of it. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so hang on. Well, first, I'm just gonna click it to make sure we're good. No, that's not doing it either. So how should we search it then? Is it Miss G?
MISSGKCMO.
Got it. So let's do that instead. I'm gonna type this into, because for whatever reason it's not letting me give the actual link.
Right, and I'm scared to leave the screen.
G. So is it all one when I search for it? Is it all one?
No, Miss is one word, G, and then KCMO is one word.
Got it. All right, so let's search for that, and hopefully you get a chance to get some people to not only check you out, but like her video, subscribe, the whole nine.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, more and more people, as you know, this YouTube isn't playing anymore. Back in the day, YouTube used to be a little small, but no, YouTube's not playing. GKCMO. Okay, I found you. I'm subscribing now.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And I'm actually gonna copy this as well. And, let's see if this works. That might work, guys. I went out. Yeah, I think if you click this link, I'm just dropping it now. If you click that'll take you straight there. And yeah, we're gonna check you out. We see you got some videos up here.
Thank you.
That's what's up. Yeah. Okay. So appreciate the time, and definitely support this rising artist as well. And if I can find a something that matches up with you when I go through, then be right around November, you can be listening out for a callback.
Thank you so much. I also want to add that I can give you music for soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm also going to be, thank you for that. I'm also going to be looking when the time comes. I'll be looking for those kinds of opportunities as well. So yeah, that's another way we can synergize and work together.
For sure, for sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Please hang out for a little bit. We'll see if some other people here might audition as well.
Cool. I'm hanging.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yep.
All right. So yes, always good to discover the talent, and that's always a beautiful part from as an independent filmmaker. When you meet people and you get a chance to see what people bring in, and if you can work together to create something, it's always a great part. So as I was mentioning a little bit earlier, just from this end, there's always a lot of angst because you're wondering if you don't know until you put it out there. My first film was Love Trap. My first full feature film was Love Trap. And you'll never forget when you go through all the work, in terms of writing, and then when you go out and you shoot. And I had an extremely dedicated small crew of just dedicated individuals, talent across the board. Shout out to Bernardo Santana, who was the cinematographer, Naomi Royal, who was worked with him, was a lighting director, all of the crew members who helped out every step of the way, and of course the talented first-time actors and actresses that we had, all shot right here in Jacksonville. This Jacksonville city line is what's behind me. And when you're small and you're indie like that, you just don't know how people are going to receive it. And then you start going to the film festivals and screening it for people, and you see that they're really, really, picking up what you're putting down. That film ended up winning several film festivals, got picked up by First Look Studios, and and then our small little independent film Love Trap was on Showtime for a year and a half, coming on right after Mission Impossible, on Showtime. So it's like you never know the kind of success you're gonna have afterwards. All you can do is just grind, do the best that you can. And so far that's been falling really, really well for us. That's where we are now on this side of this project. We're at the very beginning. A lot of work has been done developing the story, developing the graphic novel series, and now here we are together casting and finding the talent that's going to fit so that we can put it all together. And we're at the very beginning. We have people kind of watching and following along, and you guys are going to be here when we finally put it all together. And we're going to see where it lands, right? We're going to see where it lands. So yeah, Bernardo Santana. Let's see here. All right, so I'm just going through. So it looks like I'm not going to hold us too much here. Looks like we had a few come through for this audition period. This is day 4. The way I'm going to move forward now is I might have one more collective day where I really put out and maybe invite some people individually, and then in terms of one quote unquote audition show. And then I think after this, I'm going to begin to schedule individual auditions, just people who might not necessarily be able to make a certain time. I've gotten a number of responses from people saying that they just can't make this particular time. So like, for example, I believe I'm going to end up having someone tomorrow at 5. So I'll just pop on. It's still going to be a live show, but maybe people will pop in and watch the audition live, or maybe not. But I think I'm going to start doing that, just scheduling quick, fast auditions individually, still live, still pop them up onto the channel so that you all can see what people are doing, and then make my way through the final leg of auditions that way. And which means that, now I'm gonna, jump in the lab back here, start really looking at the auditions and matching people with roles so that we can begin formally the callback process, as I mentioned, in early November. And, now you get a chance to kind of hear the actors and actresses working with the actual lines, and you'll see, a little bit more from me in terms of giving feedback and a little bit of direction on the point of view, of the characters, sort of what needs to happen. So I'm looking forward to that stage. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for taking the time here to witness and support these people who are auditioning. Before I go, we had the first brother, Archie, and he was having a little bit of trouble. And then I saw Archie, I think I just actually quoted him. I saw Archie mention that he was here, and I dropped the link. I'll do it one more time. Archie, if you're here, I'll put it here. I clipped it. I pinned it to the top of our chat. You may not have seen it. So this is the link to call in. I don't want to leave until you get an opportunity, if you're here, Archie, because something happened. You were clean, you seemed like you had a solid connection, and then for whatever reason, your connection started cutting out on you. And so we didn't get a chance to get an audition from you. So I'm gonna hang out here a little bit on that. Let's see here. We have some people here who may not necessarily know as much about me. So what I'll do is, while we're waiting, I'm gonna play my little intro to my first YouTube channel, Talk with Frank Gooden, because it has a nice little intro, kind of introducing who I am and a little bit of my background. And then on the other side of it, I'll talk a little bit about my first YouTube channel. Here we go. So when you pop into my main channel, Talk with Frank Gooden, that's part of the intro that you'll see. And what I do over there is talk about things that I think are, of somehow, interesting to the community, value to the community, maybe current events, things that kind of pop up. And then sometimes you just have fun, and talk about things that aren't necessarily as serious, but can be. And so, I'll probably, let me just drop the link. I'll find that real quick. And maybe I think it's easy actually to just Google my name, Frank Gooden, or Talk with Frank Gooden, and you'll see that. Looks like we've got Amanda back.
Write down for a second.
Are you here? You ready, Amanda?
Oh, I was going to see if Archie can read through me.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Absolutely fine. So yeah, Archie, I'm glad you're able to call back. Because it looked like for a second there we weren't going to be able to have the acting abilities for Archie for a second. You okay?
Archie, turn it down. Turn yours all the way down and read through my phone.
So right now I'm not hearing Archie.
Okay, Archie, turn your phone down.
And so we'll wait a little bit. when you guys ready, just pop back in. I'll just wait right here. So yeah. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to Talk with Frank Gooden, because we have a lot of fun over there on the main channel. And I also have I host a sort of a segment called Objections, and I do that with On the Block with Jen, and we debate hot topics as well. And so it's always, we have a really nice collaboration going with that. Where
okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right, hold on. All right, I think he's ready, Frank.
Okay, yeah. So now it sounds like if he's going, looks like you maybe have him on speaker through your phone.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so now he's really gonna have to project. This is gonna be good.
This is eventful.
Yes. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I will go ahead and stop my cam. I'm gonna mute myself. Go ahead and reintroduce yourself. Take your time. The floor is yours.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, my name is Archie Kovalos. I've been acting for about 15 years. That's where I met Mandy. I met Mandy while I was doing this, and started out in theater, and then did that for about 7 years or so, like that. And I've been doing commercials, feature films, just the regular stuff that we can get while we're living here in Jacksonville.
Sounds great. Thank you for that background. It's good to hear that you have this.
I speak fluent Spanish, some Italian. I can understand Portuguese and a couple other languages that I had to pick up while I was acting. So
nice, very nice. Okay, well then I'm looking forward. I'm assuming you have a monologue ready.
Get ready.
Yep, I'm ready. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself so you won't hear me now. Just take your time, and when you settle in, you can start.
Alrighty. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. And I don't care how tough you are. It'll beat you down to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit you as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Scene.
Okay, and of course we all probably recognize that one. I think that's either Rocky 5 or the one after that one.
Yeah, Rocky.
Yeah, that was a really yes, and it was just a great monologue. Thank you for that. I thought you were going to keep doing the whole thing. I think it's a little more than that, right? No.
Well, I didn't want to take up that much time. I just wanted to give you, I guess what you're looking for is a taste of what everybody can do. So that's what I gave you.
Yeah, you did fine. I just love that monologue. So I was like, oh, he's gonna come in and give me all of it. But it's fine. What you did is totally fine, and you did give me what I was looking for.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
No. You're fine. I'm just making so what we're gonna do is this one's a little bit different because we had to go through all these technical difficulties. I do believe but I think that we were able to get you here on tape, and I'm also going to invite you to do it again with cleaner audio if you want, just so that if you're just not comfortable with this one being the one on tape, then you can always do it again.
Come on, you're fine.
All right, Archie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Amanda, thanks for coming up with the solution.
No problem. No worries.
Okay. Good job. And yeah, just be kind of ready on the callback period in November. Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
Well, thank you, Frank. I appreciate the opportunity, and it was fun listening to everybody. It was good.
Yeah, fun time. You're welcome. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys later. All right. Okay, good. So I'm very happy that we got the opportunity to get Archie in, because he was having a little bit of technical difficulties right at the beginning there, and I didn't know if we'd be able to hear his audition. All right, so I think I was at the end of my little story, you know, just the whole the ups and downs and the angst when you're an independent filmmaker and you're on this side of putting the performance together. It's always fun, and it's always, you grind forward to try to make something great. All right, guys. So we'll probably be on the lookout. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Be on the lookout for just one more organized one, where we hopefully will have several like today. And then I'll start having individual ones, and then we'll go straight to the callback period. All right. All right. Thank you all for your time. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you later.